Welcome to the Dead Wrath and Beyond podcast. I am your host, Tara.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Matt.
We are going to be ranking all of the houses from Halloween Horror Nights 2025. Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe. We have new episodes every week, or at least we try to have them out every week. But with that being said, let's get started. So Matt has created a scoring system based on how scary the haunted house was and also how entertaining it was.
I'm gonna take it from here. Like she said, I scored it I had us score it two different ways, and then did my math to average it and all that happy stuff, just to try to make it a little less biased. Because maybe last year some people might have thought like just because it was scary, was it entertaining, and so on and so forth. So I tried to factor in both factors in the ranking system this year.
It's called a haunted house. I'm sorry.
True.
Or scare attractions, or whatever they call them.
It's Halloween time.
Scare house.
But anyway, I'm going to let Matt continue. I'm sorry.
So anyways, we all blind ranked everything, and then I did the math. I'm the only one that can see these results.
So it's going to be a surprise to Sarah and I.
It is.
Some of these were kind of gimmies. I knew some of these were going to be up there in our tops list, to be honest. And our bottom was about what I predicted too.
Okay, hell yeah.
So
Before we get into this, though, I will say something was very magical about Halloween Horror Nights this year.
100%.
The entire park felt like a big party, and I felt like the last couple of years we've gone, it's been kind of disconnected in different parts. Like the lower lot felt disconnected from the upper lot, or the attractions all kind of felt very separate. For some reason, the energy just was really solid this year.
That night went by so fast that when we left, I thought, holy shit, the day's already over. I wish we could rewind.
Yeah.
well, one of the good things for us this year is that we did pretty much get onto everything every way. We didn't have any excessive waits.
No, the longest we had to wait was for Terrifier, I think, and that was only like a 10-minute wait.
Yeah, it was like 10 or 15.
Yeah, it wasn't very long.
I think it was like 15, 20 to be honest.
That's true. We did wait. We had that loop. But anyway,
But it was really good. We got through everything. We knocked everything out.
this was our best
Everything
year.
flowed this year for us, like compared to the other years where we were like waiting and not even able to get food or anything like that.
I tried all the snacky snacks.
We got
dude.
snacks this
We
year.
got snacks this year, which we'll after a couple of these ratings, we will go over those, which ones we liked. And
But with that being said, Matt, go ahead and get us started on number 8.
all right, actually, oh yeah, number 8 is number 8.
Yeah.
Number 8, this one I was no surprise for me was Poltergeist. Really briefly, that's a hard ass IP to make a scare like maze out of. First of all, like
The
I
lawn, beautifully manicured.
Yeah.
I loved it.
oh yeah, the front facade and everything looked great. The front of the house looked amazing. Don't get us wrong, like Universal does a great job with making things look good, definitely. But the maze itself as a whole, I feel like it was just lacking in some spots. Had a couple good jump scares.
There were some really solid jump scares when the guy was picking off his face in the mirror and turned around as quickly as he did. That was probably one of my favorite jump scares of the entire night. It just didn't make the entire haunted house. Sarah just wasn't happy.
I just wasn't happy about it.
I wasn't cool with it. The one thing that kind of took me really out of it was the perception of the poltergeist itself. It looked very rushed together. I feel like they could use like longer strands and then maybe like a fan blowing to make it look like it's like a swirling ghost or something like that. Instead, they had like this stationary long-haired thing, and I'm like, the fuck is that?
It kind of looked like he was from the Neverending Story.
Something,
Yes.
yeah. And I feel like it was just like it might have been rushed. Who knows? But
I was surprised with that one of the last rooms with all the sarcophaguses out of the ground, from that scene in the movie where they all come up. I was pleasantly surprised by that because that one scared us pretty good. I think because we weren't expecting there to be that many scare actors in that room. So that one was a cool one.
I did get scared a few times, though.
Yeah.
I will say that.
It was
I
fun.
did get scared a few times.
But here's my biggest gripe with the entire house. I actually cut this out of the video. There were so many long black hallways that were just space fillers to where when I was recording, I actually out loud said, oh my God. Like just because we were going down another room and it was so boring at that point. Like I just kind of thought this isn't.
it kind of took you out of it.
Yeah, I was like, is this
agree.
for real right now? So that was my biggest gripe with the whole house. And that's specifically why I rated it so low.
Also, just because it's at the bottom of the list doesn't mean we necessarily hated it. It just wasn't our least favorite this year.
I don't think we were disappointed with any of the houses this year because that one we went into knowing it probably wasn't going to be the best.
It just wasn't memorable.
Right.
We're going to move on to, and this is our tie actually. So
Oh.
remember, we had 2 separate scoring systems, and somehow our numbers still matched up to where these guys came at the bottom on our feelings. So,
That's because we're the shit.
Yeah.
and that is, I guess, I'm gonna just say 6 plus 7, and we'll do this one first because I have it on the list. Is Monstros 3?
Yeah.
Monstros 3. I'll go first on this one. Is we knew, and maybe it was just an unrealistic expectation that we're like, okay, it's a threequel. We should have known because with horror movies, the third installment's usually not the greatest anyways.
The part where those kids are floating in the water, that part was cool.
There was some cool visuals. Don't get me wrong. There were some great visuals. Like that monster was coming out of the ceiling was really dope. I thought that was done really well.
Yeah.
And it was like trying to eat the kids and stuff like that. Those are all great. By the way, all our walkthroughs are posted on YouTube if you guys want to watch these and learn what we're talking about when we say these things.
And please go watch them and let us know which ones you like the best or which ones seem the most underwhelming to you as well. We really want to know your opinion.
Absolutely.
Also, in that maze, they just reused a lot of the same shit. Like
Mhm.
that.
From the
Lola
past
Lorena
monsters.
is been in all 3.
Mm-hmm.
She's been like an attraction to all 3. It's like you're not even putting anything new out. You're just recycling old shit.
Okay.
It's like the same but slightly different.
Yeah. They find a way to twist it around
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like that house with the lake house water and all that stuff.
It was awesome. They do it every
looks-
year.
That was a
They do.
cool room. Like
Yeah.
when we walked in
It's
there.
just nice and chilly in there.
It was nice, and then like you could see the chick that was like kind of off the side. That was like, oh, she's gonna have to charge at us, watch, and things like that. But that wasn't bad.
No.
Like there were, like I said, it had some great visuals. It's just definitely not one of my favorites.
No.
Do you have any other input, Tara?
It's hard for me to explain this because, well, not explain. It's hard for me to vote on this house because I love the Monstroses that we have had over the years. Like last year, it was one of my favorite houses. And I think it just is a really solid, cohesive idea. And again, like you said, the visuals are beautifully done and there's a lot of detail in there. The only reason I voted it so low is just I'm over the whole thing. You know, they've done it 3 years in a row at this point. Are we going to get Monstros 4 next year? I hope not, just because I want to see something new.
Yes.
You know, if I know they try really hard to like go into the Latin America thing and all that stuff, which don't get me wrong, I love that.
Fuck yeah.
And especially because every time we walk out of the maze, we always go into the scare zone of the Latin themed scare zone.
I like that.
Like what was it last year?
area.
It was the luchadors, right?
Yeah.
And all
Hell
that
yeah,
stuff.
it was.
And
That shit was
that
tight.
shit was so cool. But maybe next year, maybe we can get like a haunted Aztec temple or something like that. That would be cool.
Or even not necessarily like a South American thing. We could always go another part of the world. You know, there's so many different like Middle Eastern things.
Well, if
There's
they're
so many
catering to
different.
Latin, that's what I was trying to say. Like if they cater to Latin.
No, I understand that they are catering to Latin, but I'm saying like the whole concept of using another culture's folklore there's so many possibilities because there's so many. Am I not following this correctly?
I feel like we need some Japanese shit because
That's-
that's the
yeah.
shit that's really scary.
Exactly.
Japanese people just do it right, dude. They're horror.
I agree. I think that a lot of Asian horror is really truly scary in a way that a lot of Americans aren't used to. I know I'm definitely not. And I wasn't familiar with a lot of South American or Mexican folklore, you know? So I think that bringing new ones in would be really fun. That's all. That's what I got.
So that's what I'm trying to say.
Japanese could be great. I mean, they have some really dark horror in there.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Really gory
And-
stuff.
and I
too.
like
It made
it.
me really think about like Universal Japan, like how all out they got, because we got a small taste of that this year.
Yeah.
which
Give
we'll
us
bring
something
up
from
shortly.
there.
Wait, so that was number 7, right?
That was number 7. We're moving on to number 6. You're right.
Okay.
Number 6, which is also number 7 because they're tied,
They're tied.
is Fallout.
Good.
Oh man. I was really disappointed in Fallout. But you know what? I kind of thought it wasn't going to be scary. And I didn't get scared. I could have walked through that thing all by myself and been fine.
Yeah.
But god damn it, dude. The house itself was dope. And if you watched the movie and you played the games, I feel like you will appreciate that house.
They used
100%.
They used a lot of the source material. for
And it was
sure.
great. If you're a fan of that. If you like
So-
Fallout.
Matt and Sarah are both fans. I have never watched nor played any of the games. So to me, it was very,
She's like,
it wasn't scary. I went into it with low expectations though. So I wasn't disappointed. if
That's
that makes
true.
any kind of sense. But it was cool, but I'm not going to remember. I don't remember it now. I remember the big bear thing.
Yeah, I would say the Yao guy that jumped out, which that's what it's called in the games, is the Yao guy, which is a giant mutant freaking grizzly bear.
And I love that they had the grocery store, dude.
They had
Oh,
the
we went
grocery
up in
store
there.
from the TV show.
The ghoul was
They
there.
had ghouls. They had multiple ghouls. They had
They
the feral
did.
ghouls. They had
And it was
the Walter
tight.
Goggins ghoul character. They had all the characters from the show. At one
You saw them
point.
all.
You saw Raiders. And
You got to go through the vault. That shit was tight.
in the vault. You had the Raiders in the vault, and you had outside there was Raiders. The only things that I hated that we only saw images of a Mr. Handy, which is a
Mm-hmm.
little robot.
Mm-hmm.
Those are Mr. Handys are always kind of cool. And then the teaser at the end with the Death Claw. That
That shit was tight.
I was sitting there like, are we gonna turn another corner and a Death Claw is gonna jump out at us or some shit? And I was like ready for it. And then it was like,
didn't.
oh, poster teaser for season 2. And
Said maybe next year.
So now we're on number 5. I was just saying it for the people listening.
Okay.
Would you like to say that?
No, you're fine. So number 5. We're on number 5. We're resuming. And we begin.
Coming in at the number 5 spot.
Coming in at number 5.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys sound like a line. Coming in at number 5, we have.
You're on
You should do that
TRL
for
right
a
now.
living.
No. That hurts my voice.
It's Mark Daly.
Is Jason Universe. Again.
Oh, that's such a disappointing house.
Okay.
This is where
Oh,
we might
man.
have to butt heads because,
Oh, at the end of the video when we walk out of the house, Matt goes, "I fucking love that."
yeah. You know why? It wasn't that scary. There were some great jump scares in that thing, but I was loving every bit. All the Jason-related fatalities, like all the Oh, I love those over-the-top fatalities. The head rip off, the dude getting electrocuted. The smells, by the way, the smells.
The
like barbecue flesh.
The decapitation was really cool.
That was cool. And the car scene too was cool.
Really quick though, going into this episode, I said we weren't disappointed by any houses, and every house so far, Sarah's been like, that house was a disappointment.
I was like, now that I think about it, I said, no, that was disappointing. Not disappointing because it was still cool, but it was one of those where I really thought it was going to be,
More scared.
I thought it was going to be one of my favorites. I rated it low, but I was like, I'm probably going to shoot myself in the foot and it's probably going to be number 1. And when I went through it, I said, I just feel like it wasn't what I wanted it to be.
And this is why I think I wanted to do the double-sided voting system for entertainment and scare value.
Mm-hmm.
Because just because we weren't that scared doesn't mean that it wasn't entertaining.
Yes.
And that was something I really wanted to put a lot of emphasis on.
And if we do say it was disappointing, like the whole house itself wasn't disappointing. It's more if you watch our predictions episode, we're basing our thoughts on past houses. Like we were comparing Jason to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre house. And we were expecting it to be pretty bad, and it ended up being great because of how they were approaching it. And Jason was not done in the same way at all. So it's not like the whole house was a disappointment. It's just we were comparing it the incorrect way. So it's on us technically.
Yeah.
I had, what's funny was that was probably one of the mazes where the jump scares were passing Tara for the most part with the camera. And then,
I noticed that.
but then they were getting me.
Okay.
That's why Matt loved it.
He said, I love this.
I was sitting there and like Jason got me quite a couple times, like not to where like how Texas Chainsaw where Leatherface like did me in. I was
Something
like,
about chainsaws, man.
No, he had the hammer when he got me.
Oh, that's
He
right.
swung that hammer like a minute into the maze, and I was just like, I would have been done. This one it was more like, what's up, Jason type thing.
Yeah.
You got me, fucker. And
And Matt's been super into Jason recently too.
It was really fun walking through the maze, though.
it was
it was fun.
maze. It was really fun, and I
won't
get,
say it
like, you
wasn't.
guys- but like I think a lot of the jump scares were on me this time, so you guys might not have had the same experience.
I think I just amped myself up.
But I just I love the smell. Like I hate to say it, I love that they had all the added smells like we talked about.
He said, I love the smell
the
of
burning
death, dog.
flesh that we were getting, the electrical smell from the dude being
That's right.
electrocuted and things like that. They're those added smells. I feel like
Just so
really
I'm not,
adds to
is that the
experience.
same house that had the fucking thing
Yeah.
shoved in their mouth? Okay, and you smell
That was
burning.
the room that smelled like s'mores. Not s'mores,
Yes.
sorry, campfire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, hell yeah.
So that's one of the houses that had the smell. And that room in particular was really fun because there was all the dead actors or dummies or whatever with was it s'mores shoved down their throat?
It was all
Yes.
like campfire stuff.
It was like
Yeah.
a marshmallow coming out, like a burning marshmallow.
Yeah. It was fun and it smelled like a campfire. I really enjoyed
It was
that.
tight.
And I really enjoyed when he's stabbing through the Volkswagen.
Yes.
That was a cool scene.
that girl screaming.
But here was my problem with the house. I pictured Jason a very specific way. And for some reason, the masks that they used for the actors in the house were not doing it for me. They were very cheap. And I get it, you have to like put them on a lot of different actors. But I think if they actually made him look more like Jason, because I went into it thinking if Jason jumps out at me, it's going to be scary. And then we saw the guys in there and it's like, this is obviously an actor. Like it didn't feel the same. But I also have to remember I can't compare it to movie quality.
But
True.
saying that, I don't know if he jumped at you guys too, but did you guys have the Jason with the burlap sack on his head jump at you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I got it on the video.
I was to say because I was to say that was a really well done Jason.
Yeah.
that was a good jump scare too. I was like, ooh, that was a good one.
But that was one of the first ones as well.
Was it one of the first ones?
Yeah.
I thought it was towards the end.
No, that was right after the second room, I think.
Yeah. Well, regardless, yeah, again. It did get me more excited for the new movies or whatever, or the series. I mean, the Camp Crystal Lake series.
It did feel like a Jason film, like a Friday the 13th when you're walking through with the
I
forest.
did feel like I was in camp.
But it was very obvious that a lot of that was just reused from the
Past movies.
no, not past movies, the Stranger Things house.
I can see that with all the forest, and I want to. You saying that actually, I want to interject that like, I don't mind when things are reused.
Right.
movie
It's more like
theater-
an Easter egg.
Yeah, it's more of an Easter egg. You're right. As long as it's not blatant, like as long as we're not seeing like shit from like the Upside Down in a Jason house or
Mhm.
whatchamacallit, we're seeing like a Leatherface in a freaking Rose house or something like that.
It
Like,
has to fit.
it has to fit. Thank you. Like we know movie theaters do this notoriously. It saves a lot of money on both ends and creates less waste.
No, Universal does a really good job with reusing all of their past house props. Just like even backdrops and stuff like that. It feels appropriate. There's one house in particular, it might have been Fallout, where they obviously used backdrops from Death Valley last year.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
when they use the desert scene.
The desert
Yeah.
scene.
The desert
Mhm.
scene. Yeah, we know that. And I feel like
We've seen this room before.
I
Yeah.
feel like next year. I feel like next year we are gonna probably end up seeing things like that, and it's gonna happen.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
for
I'm not
sure.
mad at it. I'm not mad at it unless it's gonna be like, oh, that ruined it for me.
No, it's more fun.
Yeah, I feel like exactly. It's like finding a Mickey at Disney.
I was like, oh, look at you being creative,
Yeah.
changing it up.
Look at you.
So smart.
With that being said, that puts us at the halfway mark.
So
So we're going to talk about some of the scare attractions and all that also that they had. This year they did have the Purge again, which I get it. Like it's hard to make something go around that show, around the Waterworld show. We did opt out for this year. We were going to go see it, but like
I think we need to go see it first next year or
Yeah,
go
that's
2
like
days.
needs to be the first thing we do.
I'm just so tired by the end of the night. I don't want to
Yeah.
sit down for 30 minutes.
we kind of went hard, and especially after everything.
We did.
So we skipped that, but we do have the Terror Tram,
We did.
which this year I feel like was not a letdown.
No.
I'm surprised because actually I'm gonna do a monologue for a minute.
Okay. Go for it.
Specifically,
Not
specifically the Terror Tram last year was probably my biggest disappointment, and it was a Blumhouse Terror Tram, and it was you walk through a sign that says the next movie, and you go through a little scene or I guess kind of scene, and you go through the next one, and then you go through the Purge at the end, and it just felt very sloppy. It was poorly put together, and it wasn't scary. I don't even know how to explain it. It just was not scary in the slightest bit. Something flipped this year and they nailed it. It was so good. It was like within the first minute we got off the tram and everyone came running at us with the chainsaws, I looked at Sarah and I gave her a big old thumbs up and I was like, this is good. We're
Got
solid.
lost for a second.
And in between the dividers, between each film, they turned the dividers into little scenes themselves, which I thought was really nice as well. So I was incredibly surprised, and I am thrilled that they actually made it work because I was disappointed as hell last year.
Did you
It was
up the
very
video for the
sad.
Terror Tram walk?
No, I didn't put it up. I can. I usually only use it for this,
Oh,
but I can put it up.
I say you should put it up this year if you have time.
Okay.
No rush. Though it was a great experience this year. We lost Sarah for a second there, and I had to like yell for her.
I turned around and it was foggy. I said, oh no, where's my friend?
I thought you were just going to keep going.
God damn it.
I was yelling.
I really thought I said, I'm about to rock through this alone, dude, and it's all good. That's what I thought in
You
my
were-
head. I'm just
I
gonna
had
do
eyes
it.
on you. Don't worry. I had eyes on you. And I
That
was
said,
just like trying to.
I can see you in those fucking overalls, dog. I ain't losing you.
The purge section, or not purge, I'm sorry. The black phone section was really, really well done. I like how the guy had the Heelys on and was acting like he was skating
Yes.
around. So that section was really cool. And it didn't feel, so last year, I think what happened was they were focusing more on a little scene that it was like you walk by the scene and no one really interacts with you. Whereas this year, it felt very interactive.
I was all about that like glowing graffiti too. Like
Yeah.
my eyes were like ding.
There was a
and-
lot of cool stuff.
It was really
incorporate-
cool.
They incorporated Black Phone and scenes from Black Phone 2 that you see in the trailer.
I do love that.
I like that they. I didn't say this out loud, but I'm glad that they admitted Megan 2.0 because
It wasn't good.
it was.
I only saw
Absolutely.
It
Megan.
wasn't scary.
I only saw Megan once on the terror tram.
Is that when we first arrived?
Oh, you know what?
'Cause
She
she was
was
in the
there at
very
first.
front, like,
I forgot
dancing.
about that. No, it was right in the purge area. She was out there. One of them was
Yes.
out there.
Yeah, there was a couple Megans, I think, but it wasn't like in your face.
You could get rid of Megan and nobody would miss her.
Yeah, I would do it again. I would like to see something different. I'm still really excited about unique concepts, but this was fun.
This was fun.
I that's why
It
I
was very fun. It was worth the walk this time.
absolutely.
It was so fun, but if they do Plumhouse next year, I'm be pissed.
Yeah. I think this was a redeeming year, but let's move on.
Yeah, it's time for something
Just,
else.
just like Monstros.
yes.
Oh, the Kung Fu Panda Theater this year.
Oh yeah. You
That-
didn't tell us. Tara had some feelings on that. And she
The-
wouldn't share with us until tonight.
So, really quickly here, I want to say, and I love you for, but I gotta say, there is no pleasing this bitch.
Tara is hard to please,
You don't know
bro.
what I'm gonna say.
Last
You have
couple
no
years-
idea what I'm gonna
last couple
say.
years- no, because you were. Last couple of years, they're like, they're not using the chairs. There's no vibration. Yeah. We get a year that the freaking chairs were vibrating. We were going all over the fucking place. Me and Sarah sitting there like, yeah, ride them, bitch, and all that.
They
stuff.
weren't going all over the place. They were vibrating.
Let me have fun here.
Let me have fun.
You
here.
can't exaggerate.
I don't care.
They were vibrating.
It was. They moved. They shook. Everything was like things were going left and right. The audio was all around the place. You could hear them yelling from the right side of the room, and hearing them run across the room and everything like that. It was full surround sound and all that.
There was a lot happening.
It was
for sure.
awesome. Oh, by the way, we didn't even say what the fuck was in there.
Yeah, it was Chainsaw Man.
By the way, okay. They do give some context for this. So it's based off the popular anime Chainsaw Man. Very graphic anime, by the way. It's a very bloody, very graphic. It's a very fun anime, but it's very graphic. They don't give you a lot, but they give you just enough when you're going into the theater. You see posters to give you a quick rundown for all the people that aren't savvy about it, which going through the express lane, you don't really get time to read.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're just like walking right into the theater, you're just like,
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. But other than that, I felt like the experience was great. I thought I had a lot of fun with it. It had a good length. It had a good runtime, and I thought it was fun. It was a great time.
So check out for me. I'm not even an anime girl, right? At all. I've seen a couple. I think they're cool. I'm just not super into it. I don't know what it was, but I could not look away from the screen. I was so into it. I had fun. It was good. It was a good little break. There's a lot happening. It's way better than any other year. Tara, what's up?
What's up, Tara?
We got that. You got that
Come
look
on.
on your face. What's good?
I was smiling at what you were saying. Oh my God. Do you want me to start with the good news or the bad news?
I want you to start with bad
I
news.
feel like you have very good news, but go for it.
Okay, so the bad news. I don't know anything about Chainsaw Man, and so between the subtitles and trying to understand what was going on, I had a hard time focusing. The good news, I loved it.
Oh, great, dude. The good news is I loved
You,
it.
I
you
loved
did
it.
not have that impression going in, coming out of there, because you were so.
Well, I was trying to take it all in. I told you, give me a few days.
Oh,
No, they did exactly what I wanted them to. They utilized the theater for what it was built for, and that's what I've been asking for. Like literally, I couldn't ask for anything more than that.
that's fair. And
It was fun.
I feel like in Universal's defense, I feel like they tried to rush something in. I feel like maybe they had something
Mm-hmm.
because we didn't get any news about it until like
Nope.
almost opening day. I think
They said, "Oh shit, we better put something here."
I feel
Well,
like
it was obvious that it was thrown together because I'm pretty sure that this was also made for the
Universal Japan.
the Shrek theater. I'm assuming.
Mhm.
I'm just guessing. I'm not positive. I'm going to look into that. So if I'm wrong, forgive me. But the projections stop at a certain point, and it was pretty obvious. So it was obviously thrown together pretty quick. But it was it sold. It was fine. Like, I think that it worked for what it was, and I would absolutely do it every year.
Yeah, that'd be fun shit every year.
It was a lot of fun. If they do it again next year, if they bring it back next year, maybe they get the American, because I believe there's an American dub for it, for Chainsaw Man. I've only watched it in subtitles.
Well, even if they do like different shows every year, all I've been asking for is just use the theater for what it was made for. Make the seats move a little bit, use the whole screen, like just bring in a really fun 10-minute show that people can relax for a little bit.
I would love that every year if it was just like a little show like that.
That's what I've been asking for. When
That's
you're
it.
sitting down watching a Puppet Chucky,
That's
it's
it.
fun, but like you don't have to be in that theater to do it. Or like the Blumhouse, whatever it was with the Megans that came
That
out.
was by far the worst so far.
Exactly.
Last a minute and a half.
Yeah. So that's all I've been asking for, and they did it, and I couldn't be happier.
Fair. All right.
I love that.
Really quickly, the scare zones. Thank you, Tara. That was hot.
She said,
What was it? Oh, the scare zones. They weren't really too defined this year. They were around, but I guess maybe we just caught them in bad times every time we walked through them.
We
I
weren't-
feel that.
They didn't give us any. We didn't get scared. There was one in the Brujas one where I got scared pretty good at the end. That was a fun one. They did slip in a little scare zone by the studio tour.
They did, and Tara was very scared.
I wasn't expecting it. I had no mental prep.
I talked to her like a mom. I said, Tara, it's okay.
Yeah, I'll post the video right here.
Tara needs to post a video of it because I was
scared.
not flinching and they were jumping at me and Tara was screaming, and I'm not going to spoil it, but I said I guess Tara found it hilarious line.
It was
to her.
good.
You guys have clearly never been to Fresno. And
So that scare zone was cool. I don't remember what it was called, but that was a cool one. And then they had the clowns with chainsaws. They've done it before, and it's
a
cool.
classic.
I just feel like that's at every horror thing. Like,
Yeah.
you're going
It's
to
a
have clowns.
classic. You got to have killer clowns with
You have to.
chainsaws.
Because I feel like a lot of people are scared of clowns, so they use the clowns.
And then they have the killer ravens like they did last year.
Oh, yeah,
We
those
said we had a
big-ass
great
crows.
time, and this is the best year, but we've done nothing but complain.
Well, the scare zone,
Man,
but
it does
no.
sound like we're complaining, but we
We're
really
not.
did have a good
I mean,
time.
it's an oldie but goodie. That's
We're
all I'm
just
saying.
we're just picking it apart.
Yeah.
But it's not bad. No,
Yeah.
it was amazing. Like,
Being
it's
in
still
the
great.
experience of it is really fun, but now that we're home and we can kind of dissect it, we're just sharing. Like, we've done this a lot, so we just want to explain what we liked and didn't like.
We still loved it. Don't
Yeah.
get us wrong. Like, we had fun. Like the Ravens. Coming
Listen, I
out.
feel like you can't have everything. Some years the scare zones are popping and the mazes aren't. This year the mazes were popping and the scare zones were there. But they were still fun. It's like a party.
And this is kind of a scare zone, but can we please talk about Art the Clown?
I was
walking
just
around?
about to bring him up, bro.
Oh yeah, we should talk about that because he was.
He did so good, you
Art the Clown was
guys.
in every scare zone, and I heard that they took away Art at Florida. By the way,
Oh, because it was
Remember I told you that before we
Yeah.
went? It was like the second day they were open. They took him out.
So Art by himself stood out and was more entertaining than any of the scare zones. were.
100%.
Yeah, he
And
was
he-
fantastic.
Me and Tara had to we just wanted to get a shot with him, dude. And Tara was like, stand over there and act like you're not paying attention. And I did. And he fucking came for me.
Yep.
And I still got scared.
Okay, so actually, I'm going to talk about Art when we get back to the Terrifier.
Great, because I have something to say about that as well.
But I want to say right now, the walk around character in the park looked amazing. If you had told me that's David Howard Thornton, I would have absolutely believed you.
and
He
there
did
was
great.
multiples.
Yeah, and they all
There was
looked
at least-
phenomenal.
I think I counted at least 5 different arts. There was one in almost every section.
I don't know if you caught that girl too, that security guard. She was like, hands to yourself.
Yeah.
I said, ooh.
There was people
Because for
touching
reals,
them.
you guys, just leave the scare actors alone. They're there to do your job. You don't need to touch them. They're on a mission. They're doing their job. So
Don't
just
fuck with them.
don't fuck with them. Let them do their thing. It's so annoying when you see so many people, just a crowd following them around. I want a picture. I want a video with you. Pay attention
Matt.
to me. It's like he's fucking working,
I'm just
bro.
messing with you.
Picture of him, like, I know he can't stop, and I was trying to get a picture, and like, as he was coming by, and he just like came up and like hung.
You
his
guys,
horn in
Matt
my
is
ear.
a fucking noob when it comes to it because he couldn't get a video. It's like, get a video, screenshot the
Yeah.
video.
I didn't know. I was just trying to get a quick picture, but my phone like caught the blur because it was just.
If you had
dark
taken a
enough.
video, it wouldn't have caught the blur.
Exactly. But it's all good.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad at it. with that, are we ready to move on to our mazes? Back to our mazes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, coming in at number 4. Who wants to guess it first?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
I'm trying to remember the other ones.
There's a
I'm going to
Six.
guess Wyatt 6.
It was Five Nights at
Oh, really?
Number 4 was Five Nights at Freddy's. And it's funny because these last 4 mazes, the scores were fairly close. So that means we actually loved them on both ends.
Dude, that house was sick. It wasn't scary, but it was so much fun.
There was a couple
I had
good
a blast.
scares.
That was fun
agree.
as fuck.
They used all of the source material.
Yes.
They used so much of the source material from the movie.
I felt like I was in the movie.
It felt like the movie. It felt like parts of the games.
It was tight.
I like the incorporation of them using the ghost kids. To
Yeah.
jump it, scare people.
Yes.
And that was one of
Yes.
my things going into it is I hope they don't just throw a bunch of ghost kids in there. There was only like 2.
There was about 4.
I only caught 2.
There was the one in the very beginning in the curtain.
Mm-hmm.
There was one that jumped out. I feel like one was tied to every animatronic actually, so there would be about 4.
Well, they didn't do it in the way I was predicting them to, and I just think it was really well done.
It was.
And the details on these on the animatronics that they used and everything.
I think there was only one animatronic.
When we first walked in and
Oh, the
then
Freddy?
you saw Freddy, the evil Freddy, I
Mhm.
loved it.
That was, I think, the only animatronic. The rest were puppets.
He's
And
like, you
I
That's what
made
I
it.
mean. It was like the detail on the puppets.
Okay.
Like, there was no loss of detail. Like they might have. I don't know if they did or not, but they might have just gotten like Jim Henson to do. By the way, Jim Henson's Creature Shop is the one that made all the
Right.
Nights that moved.
You guys, that cupcake did scare me though when it came out.
I know.
Did scream. That did scare the shit out.
I know. I got a good
Oh,
video
I'm
of
gonna
it.
eat you.
Yeah.
I specifically got a video at some point where you can see the actor behind the costume, like moving puppeteering, you know? But it sold the effect so well. I mean, if I wasn't specifically looking for it, I would have thought it was an animatronic.
It was great,
Right.
and again, smells.
Okay, really
This
quick.
is-
Yeah.
I need to talk about this house. There was another house that we'll talk about that the smell was god awful, but the Freddy smell, specifically after we got through the first room,
The pizza kitchen.
it was like a rotting food, but I guess Matt brought it up as rotting pizza. It was probably one of the most nauseating smells I've ever experienced.
It's weird that you smelled that because I wanted to argue with this because Tara was like smelling like gross pizza, and I was like, almost
were
like
you
moldy
smelling?
Pizza. I was smelling, and then I would, and then I associated it
Smells
again.
good.
It smelled like pizza, but then I was smelling like heavy oregano, and then I remember like mold has like an oregano smell.
I don't like food smells like that.
Yeah.
So I was bothered by it.
The rooms were great. They included a lot of the characters that I wasn't expecting.
It was tight.
That
Yeah.
security guard getting murked.
Yeah.
It just was really well done. They put a lot of detail into it, and it was an experience. I would absolutely go through that again.
My
Yeah, I was pumped when we left. I said, that
my
was
only
fun.
minus was the little hallway scene with Foxy.
Oh, it just
Oh,
kind of flashed a little
yeah.
bit.
How he was just kind of like he wasn't running.
Yeah.
No.
And that's like the one thing is like Foxy's notorious for is being fast.
So you need to make him run.
Yeah.
like I feel like they tried or something like that, or maybe he was just on a malfunction or something like that. But
I agree. They could have done something like even put you in a dark room and heard footsteps. I feel like would have been more effective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just jumps out at you or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be good.
It takes away
Universal
your
high-res.
senses.
Just
Yeah.
like, go, and the door opens up and he's like, "Surprise, motherfucker!" You know.
Take away
motherfucker.
a dark room would take away your senses, and then you'd specifically hear the footsteps.
That's
and-
scary.
Yeah, it would
That's
be
scary to
terrifying.
me.
Actually, funny enough, on the Matterhorn at Disneyland, when you get to the top, it's pitch black, and you can hear the abominable snowman going, "Ugh, ugh," like he's running along the mountain beside you, and it's so scary because it feels like he's right there. So that's the kind of feeling. So yeah, I agree with you on that. That's probably my only issue.
Perf.
It was good.
It was good. I
It
liked
was
it.
it was great. Like they did a great job with the source
I
material.
had a good time in there.
A wonderful visuals. I feel like every time though, then they go inside the sound stages for those mazes. Those are like their top tier.
Yeah,
And you
that's the
guys,
one they're
I'm a
most
Five
proud of.
Nights hater. I feel like anytime we talk about it, I hate on it. But it was sick.
You
I had a
love the
good time.
movie.
I thought I didn't love it. I thought it was fun, but I was
Okay.
like, it's whatever.
Number 3. Un número 3.
That was
Trace.
Achie, 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 achie,
Ooh, shimmy.
achie.
Shimmy,
Number
shimmy
3. All
more,
right. Sarah, do
shimmy.
you want to guess on this one?
Guess, girl.
Why at 6?
This one is white.
Boom. Yeah, got
This
it.
one- Okay. First of all, I don't know shit. Speaking of wrestling, that's kind of funny. I don't know much about this source material. I'm pretty sure
Absolutely not.
WWE fans probably know this guy, and I know he has a good following. I don't think he's like top tier, but he's like one of those like he's very dark, and there's a lot of people that like him. Like,
Okay.
I just thought about something.
What?
I have a wrestling expert that I can call.
Your
and
brother,
yeah,
right?
He watched the video and he was stoked. Could I call him really
Call your
quick
brother right
and
now.
see his
Call him up.
opinion?
voicemail. I mean,
Yeah,
not
phone a friend.
phone a
Hopefully
friend.
he's in Chicago, so hopefully he's awake.
We're gonna go ahead and call Tara's brother now. He likes wrestling.
I guarantee. Okay, before he answers the phone, he's gonna go, "Hello, is everything okay?" I promise. All right, everyone, shh. Answer your phone.
So, do you guys want one of these also?
I'm up for it.
It's pretty cool because like the clips came with like these screw, and that's obviously how I got this on there because it just removed.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, that's why I got this one because it had all the adapters,
Uh-huh.
and so I was just like, oh okay, and I was like, I'm pretty
Your
sure.
call has been forwarded.
Okay,
One more time.
well, it's midnight there.
So
I can't see it.
Dang it. You could blow it up. I gotta try this picture, Brittany. It's so funny.
I have to text him now and be like, "Everything's fine. We just wanted your opinion."
oh, you know who we can't call now?
Who?
Let's see if he's working.
Your friend?
Chris Marsh.
Your call has been forwarded to.
Yes.
Hello.
Chris.
What's up?
Hey, you're on the Dead Wrath and Beyond podcast. How's it going, brother?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You're on the Dead Wrath and Beyond podcast. How you doing, brother?
Oh, good. How are you?
Doing good. Hey, we needed a wrestling expert. Could you fill us in on some information real quick?
I mean, I might be able to help. What's up?
Okay. Could you fill us in on who the fuck Wyatt Six is?
Oh, yeah. So, a few years ago, there was this guy, and his name was Bray Wyatt, and he was kind of like a theatrical type of wrestler. Like he had big ideas, and he wanted to create like a storyline and stuff like that. So that was, he kind of came up with the idea of like the Firefly Funhouse, and it was pretty comparable to the idea of like Mr. Rogers. Like he seemed like a very friendly guy, but there's like
But you're
some
weird.
kind of like hidden
Dark Side?
yeah, like a hidden dark side in him. And then that was what they called the Fiend. And then he started like wrestling as that person, the entity, the Fiend.
What did the Fiend look like?
So he had like a mask. He had like a mask, and he wore like a leather like jacket and all that.
So it was a main dude
and-
thing.
And then the mask was kind of like a demon like type of.
Almost like Kane, right? Old school Kane.
Yeah, it's pretty close to like old school Kane.
Did he wear a top hat?
He did, but
Okay.
that was his that was like the human him.
Okay, we're just trying to get an idea of who the characters were we saw walking through it.
So the ones that you saw, okay, so give or take a couple years of him going off and on with his storyline, he eventually got cut from the WWE, and then during COVID, he passed away with a heart attack.
That's why at the end it said
So-
for Bray. My brother pointed that out.
Yeah. So they did this as a tribute
That's so
to him, and the people currently known as the Wyatt Six are kind of like an offshoot of his ideas, because some of them have wrestled with him during his times, but they're like his close family. I think his brother was the one that started it.
Okay.
So he kind of like reinvigorated kind of like his ideas, and like as a tribute to his brother who passed away. So they came and they formed a new faction. I believe they call it a faction. And then and it was all basically like a tribute to him and to continue like his legacy.
Okay.
So that was kind of like his idea, because he's always wanted to do like movies, and he's always loved like horror. I watched a documentary where the Wyatt Six
Okay, Chris.
group were talking about this as something that he's always wanted to do, was like a Halloween horror night for Universal. So they
Oh, that's
this year
fun.
they finally struck that deal, and they found a way to make it happen.
Right on, Chris. Well, thank you very much for that information. We were just sitting there like, how can we do this? And it was, instead of taking our time to Google and all that, we figured we would ask a wrestling pro.
Yeah. So a really cool thing, if anyone is interested in watching, if you guys have Peacock, they have a documentary about him.
Okay.
What's it called?
And it's called Bray Wyatt, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I might actually have to check
They
that
go
out.
way more into detail about it.
Dude, you're the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chris. We appreciate you.
Yeah, of course.
All right, brother. You take care and have a great night.
You too.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.
We should
That
have a
was-
wrestling episode.
Honestly, yeah,
I did
because
not-
we could
I
be talking
didn't
about the
even know-
Undertaker.
I didn't know Bray Wyatt passed away. I heard of him before in the past. I didn't know that he passed away.
I'm being
So-
honest, I didn't either until he said that.
I only know that because my brother pointed it out at the end. There was, instead of a
Oh.
like a heads up this is coming, there was a poster that said for Bray. So it was like, you know, in memorial of him.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
That was very
R.I.P.
sweet.
player.
But so back to the maze. This was a badass maze. First of all, the southern vibe to it.
I'm not even a wrestling fan like that, and I feel like I did have fun in that maze.
There was a lot of great jump scares.
It was scary. I definitely at the end kind of had a whew moment, you know, like, oh, we're out. Good.
He said, "Great."
It was by far probably. I think this was my sleeper. Either that or I had the bar just set low for this. 'Cause wasn't
I
sure
did too.
And shout out to WWE, the Wyatt family, whoever was involved in this. You guys did a great job.
Universal has a really interesting way of taking the strangest IPs, like The Weeknd, and turning it into such a solid haunted house.
I love it.
It's really fun because you don't know what to expect going into it. So the fact that they're able to make something work with wrestling is amazing.
I was expecting like undead people choke slamming people through.
I did too. I was like,
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be some stage, and there's gonna be some crazy shit happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously, like he said, I think we went through like their version of like a Mr. Rogers mini.
I
or
liked
something
it. It
like
was
that.
fun.
And it was there was a lot of fun. There were more smells.
Okay, that house, there was that the one with the two ovens with the heads in it, or was that
I think so.
so that house in particular, there was I think the rotting pizza smelled worse to me because it stuck with me. But in this house in particular, there was one smell where I was like, I need to get out of this room. And it was in that oven room. It was
I need out.
It was bad. That was the same smell that they used for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre a
Yeah, it
couple
was
years ago.
smelly.
And you know when they say like you remember smells better than anything, or smells trigger memories? That's how I remember that was a Texas Chainsaw Massacre house.
That was funny because we walked through there and that scene, I said, "There's a lot happening."
Texas Chainsaw
There is.
Massacre.
Mm-hmm.
With that, we're on to our top two. These scores were literally, I think they were literally just like one number off.
No,
I'm trying to remember. Don't tell me
Can I
it.
guess?
What number two is?
Yeah, Scarecrow.
Really?
That's how close they were.
I thought for sure that Scarecrow was going to be number one.
No.
Wow.
Which is crazy, is because I rated those two houses. I think I rated Scarecrow like 9 or 10, right? To be honest,
Scarecrow was scary.
Yes,
And the visuals, I guess, were cool, but I don't remember. Like, it was just very dark. And there was a
Yes.
lot of scarecrows jumping out at you, which was a very awesome experience. But we'll get on to the next maze. But the visuals in the next maze worked really well with the scares as well. So, yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna say the exact numbers. You rated Scarecrow higher on the scare scale.
Mhm.
And, Sarah's the one that pretty much said it because
that Scarecrow maze. I got scared a lot, bro. I think
That-
that's
that
the
was our
most I
first
screamed
maze.
the
Yeah.
most, dude. Like left and right, I was screaming. I was like terrified. Like,
And every room, there was at least 4 or 5 jump scares.
yes, dude, I was
there
jumping
was jump
all over the
scares
place.
everywhere. We had great music coming in there. By the way,
By Slash.
yeah, mini tangent real quick. Slash did a great job with the music and everything like that. I was pissed off because I was ready to buy that record because you see a mini video of him signing all the vinyls. And I was like, dude, if he signed all those vinyls, I want one of those signed vinyls. Find out none of the vinyls are fucking signed. That was the biggest load of bullshit.
And
But
the
other than
coolest
that,
thing is, like, he's been writing music for Universal for years.
yeah. And
For
so-
for the haunted houses.
And this is the second iteration of the album.
The music was great, dude.
It was great music.
For $60 though, like that's a lot for a
If it
record.
was signed, I would have been. all
Oh yeah.
about it.
If it was signed, I would have probably paid $100 for it, but I'm not going to pay $60 for a record that
I'm gonna use once a year.
like
maybe.
records are what, $30, you
Mhm.
know? I know it's the experience of it, but I agree. I think that at least maybe had specific signed ones that you could buy. If you
Mhm.
didn't want to spend the money on a signed one, you didn't have to. But Scarecrow was really cool. And usually the first house we go through tends to not be that scary. I don't know why. It's just
Usually
kind of
'cause
been
I
a
think it's
theme.
light out or something like that.
Well, it's light out and maybe like the scare actors are just warming up. It's still kind of hot outside. Like it doesn't really work, but this time it worked. And I was shocked at how good that maze was.
I feel like that honestly set the tone for the night because when we left that maze, we were all so freaking
We were
pumped.
Yeah.
hyped.
We were hyped up.
And the best way to describe it was I shared this with everyone and they agreed. I felt anxiety through the whole maze,
Absolutely.
which I guess sometimes that wouldn't be fun, but it was fun because you know you're there to get scared.
I think I pointed out in the video when we had like the long turning corridor, but it looked like we were just kind of like it gave the illusion that we're like walking around in a circle in a like a corn silo or something like that.
Mhm.
Yes.
And you hear those crows freaking out and scratching at the ceiling and the walls and stuff like that. I remember I was just like, yo, that's dope.
Yeah, that maze was tight.
Scarecrows work really well for Halloween and you could make them
Yes.
really creepy. It was really cool too because a lot of rooms do the drop down windows and they jump out at you. This one had a little bit of everything and then they also had a guy on stilts at the end and he scared the bejesus out of me.
Yes.
I love that scare. That was such a good one.
That was a fun house.
Yeah. And I think the exterior worked really well and it felt true to Halloween Horror Nights.
It did. Good job.
Universal slash.
That's what's
I
up.
don't know if you had any creative input or if you just named the music.
And
or
good job for
whatever.
the scare actors, dude. You guys did great.
You guys did a great job
Shout
this year.
out.
That was a great maze.
Do you think if scare actors get punished, they're like, you have to go to Poltergeist tonight?
I mean, that's fucked up. I don't want to go to that
Poltergeist
house.
duty tonight.
Yeah.
All right. With that,
Now,
speaking of which, we're gonna move on to our number one.
give it a drum roll, Matt.
I'm not coordinated. Anyways, as of course, Terrifier.
Oh, that was such an underwhelming way to say it.
It is okay.
We're going to announce our number one favorite maze of Halloween Horror Nights.
Which was very well deserved.
Oh, yeah, it
Very well
earned this.
deserved.
Halloween Horror Nights 2025. The winner is...
Numero uno es Terrifier.
Woo! That was way better.
That was probably the worst Spanish I ever spoke. El
I was-
Terrifier.
You know what? Whatever.
But the Terrifier maze. Really quickly, I have one gripe about this maze.
I do as well.
And
Oh,
that
okay,
is-
guys.
that is because all going into this maze, we were seeing advertisements, we were seeing like the media reels and all that. Speaking of which, media reels, Universal, hit us up so we can get media passes next year for the sneak peek. We would love that.
We have to hit them up.
Oh, we do?
We have to
You
hit
have
them
to
up.
hit them
Well,
up.
if someone from Universal wants to vouch for us, we love you. But anyways, we were seeing advertisements left and right. I went into this maze under the assumption that I was going to get covered in finger quotes, so because I know we don't have video, finger quotes blood. And I was like, man, we're going to get so soaked.
We brought extra socks.
We
We
brought
did.
We
I
brought
did.
extra socks. I was about to buy the blood ponchos, and
I was too because I really
I was
wanted
gonna
one.
buy his blood ponchos just so we can like take pictures of us covered in quote unquote blood and so on and so forth. Again, I did the finger quotes because
you can't see us.
hand gestures and
I wish
the
you guys
quotes.
could see what Matt just did. It was so good. So yeah, they hyped up the water effects, or sorry, the blood effects. They hyped up the quote unquote blood effects, and we didn't even get like a sprinkle on us.
I didn't get wet at all.
I was the only one that I think got wet, and I was going through that bleach room. Smell, bleach.
I know this is weird, but I really wasn't that upset because I don't like to be fucking wet, dude.
I wanted to get wet. I just wanted to be like sitting there like.
I was-
I could see why people would be upset though.
I was upset because I was expecting it and it didn't happen.
Yeah,
you
so
know.
Do not get me wet, motherfucker.
But
I didn't want to get soaked, but I at least wanted to get like sprayed by something.
I wanted to get blood sprayed. I just wanted.
That's
I
like,
just wanted.
soaked.
I wanted that Terrifier experience.
Yeah.
But other than that, this maze visually every corner.
Okay,
we
wait,
turned-
before you say anything, because I have a complaint really fast. And
I think we probably have the same complaint.
The masks
Yeah.
on all the art clowns pissed me off because it's like the art that was walking around was so legit, and then you had actors in there, and it's like those masks were so shitty.
They were bad. They were literally the ones you could buy from Spirit
Awful.
Halloween. So I think the only reason they do the walk around ones like that is because they're probably walking around all night, whereas in the houses they switch out actors, so it's easier to do the mask. But I'm on the exact same page with you. I think it would be more effective if they had the same effort put into the face makeup as they do as the ones walking out in the park, and it would be scarier because it actually feels like Art the Clown, not just someone wearing a really silly Art the Clown mask.
But-
That's also my only complaint.
That's the
but it
only
didn't take-
complaint.
obviously, it didn't take you guys out of the illusion because you guys wouldn't have scored it. Scared.
I know I'm kind of mad about that because it goes against what we're saying.
Okay, listen, I scored it scary because I didn't technically get scared like that, but it is such an eerie feeling and it is so creepy in there that I was like, yeah, this is a vibe, dude. This is scary.
Specifically, we were in the pitch black, and it's in the video too. We're in the pitch black, and you and I were both like, oh no.
Yeah,
And then out of nowhere, that giant Art the Clown puppet popped out at us, and it just scared the crap out of us.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that's the kind of scare I like, is when it's like you have no idea what's going to happen next, and something big and shocking comes out of nowhere.
All the visuals, the dude getting cut in half,
The poop room, dude.
Yeah.
poop room,
Sick.
the bleach and salt room.
Yeah,
They had
So good.
Victoria in the bathroom. Did you see her in the
Yes.
window? She was great. I think they did a really good job on her makeup. They went through Terrifier 1, 2, and 3.
three.
There was some parts in 3, yeah.
All the Christmas stuff was 3.
Yeah.
It's great.
They did. The visuals are great. Something that I don't know if you guys got it or not, but walking by that damn food truck.
I know.
That's
The
what it
Clown
was.
Cafe?
The Clown Cafe food
the
truck.
food is kind of funny.
We were walking by it,
Clown
and the
Cafe.
fucking art that freaking slammed open the window and jumped at me, and I was like, because he got in my face.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Good.
'Cause I was right by the truck, and he like opened up the door, and his
Yes.
face was in my face.
I
And
must have
remember
missed that.
He got me good. Well, I mean, I was like right behind you guys, but I was like,
Yeah.
you know how I try to help control guide you a little bit.
Matt grabs on my backpack. That's his way of saying slow down.
He said,
Yeah.
hey.
That way you're not running through the maze. I try to like guide her slow down so we can try to get most out of the video.
Yeah.
But like he slammed open the window and put his head out, and I'm like, whoa, like that. And
The scare actors were definitely having a lot of fun in this maze, but also I think just overall, Art the Clown fits in with Halloween Horror Nights so beautifully that I'm actually shocked they haven't done it before this, you know?
Me as well.
But wasn't the third one of the highest grossing horror movies of all time?
I'm not too sure, but I know the movie, I think it's one of the highest grossing unrated movies.
Oh, that might have been it. Yeah.
Because I believe the movie did the movie get NC-17 or was it unrated?
I think it
I
was,
don't know.
I think it was unrated. It was either one of the highest grossing NC-17 or one of the highest grossing.
but it makes sense why it would be picked up now. It's just, it's one of those things where you see it happening and you're like, this fits. This makes sense.
Mhm.
Why are we just now getting it when it could have been there for the last couple of years?
I feel like to me though, like now Art the Clown is very like
Mainstream.
he is what like slashers were. Everybody loves Ghostface. Everybody loves Jason.
Yeah.
And now when you think of like the younger generation, they don't think of slashers like that. They think of Art the Clown.
yeah.
That's
they
their
have Art the Clown.
that's their homie, dude.
They have, well, now we have, what was it, Spring? They have Springtrap now is going to be the next.
I don't know.
And I think Art the Clown is perfect, dude.
Art the
Yeah.
Clown is definitely a great
Great.
slasher. He's an amazing slasher. It's sad that, I don't know if you guys read the announcement that the For Terrifier movie will be the last installment.
it'll be the last, but it'll also explain his backstory a little bit, which I think would be really solid. But yeah, him walking around the park, the exterior of the maze itself, the puppets inside of it, the characters, it worked, and I was very
It
pleased with
flowed
it.
really well.
And I'm
was
happy
great.
because I was so worried that like my expectations were going to be so high that when we got there, it was going to be a really bad experience, but it wasn't that way at
But-
all.
It was
And
great.
The poop room, I'm glad the poop room didn't smell as bad as I thought it was going to smell.
Yeah, it
I
definitely
thought
had a
was
few.
gonna
I'm glad
be
it didn't.
ratchet, and I was just like, oh god.
It
But
definitely
it felt disgusting in there.
It
Yeah.
did. You did not want to touch the walls in there. That's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that concludes our.
No, I need to talk about food really
Yeah,
fast.
Oh,
No.
Food.
Wait.
Yes.
Yeah, really quick. We actually got to try some food and drinks this year. So with that being said, Sarah, you go ahead and take over this section.
You guys, for weeks before we even went, I was excited for the cupcake from Five Nights at Freddy's. Super cute. She's so cute, you guys.
She was very cute. I
She's
think
so
she was
cute.
visually pleasing.
But the cupcake was not good, dude. It was actually disgusting.
It was probably one of the worst desserts I've ever had in my life. We
I
all
was
split
pissed.
it. We all split it.
We all split it. It was not good.
So the best way to describe it is the actual cake part itself was, you could tell it was soaked in something to keep it from becoming dry, but it had zero flavor. The frosting just tasted like, it didn't even taste like frosting.
It wasn't a sugar frosting. It was more like a thick whipped cream frosting.
But it was so bland. And then there was this, was it tiramisu in the middle? What was that?
I think it was like a tiramisu or something in the beginning.
It was
in the
something.
middle
Yeah.
of the frosting, and then they had like a
filling.
like a cherry or a raspberry coulis in the center.
That was bitter. Something about it did not work, and all of it together was just such an unpleasant experience.
I honestly, towards the end, like the outside stuff was but then when I got like a bite, like I told you, like when we were talking about it in the park, when I got a bite of all of it together, it actually did hit, and I was like, "Oh, this is actually good." Because you guys saw me, I messed it up.
Oh yeah,
towards
of course
the
you
end. I tore
did.
it up towards the end. You guys took a couple bites. You guys were like, "Eh," and I'm sitting there like, "This is freaking."
No, I took a whole bite with everything, and I still didn't like
yeah,
it.
you still didn't like it, but I didn't mind it. Like, if we wanted to be nice and rate it, I would probably give it like a 6 or a 7.
Really?
Out of 10, yeah. I'd
I'm
give it a
shocked.
6. Or
I would
7.
never get it again. That's
Yeah,
how I
I
felt.
would give it probably a 1. It was that bad to me.
Yeah, and then, but I felt that way about when we got the Friday the 13th s'mores.
Right, that
You
one's the
guys
one
were
we can
so
talk
hyped
about.
over those, and honestly, I was really disappointed on it because the marshmallow wasn't melty, the chocolate bar wasn't melty, the graham cracker felt like it came out of a cold refrigerator softness.
To be
and
fair, it's like last year was also cold.
Yeah.
These are forever going to
the
be
chocolate
cold.
bar last year was a little bit more meltier last year.
I don't
Mine
remember
was
it being
not.
melty.
Mine was
I
the
remember-
same as it was as
Mine
Jason.
and Ryan's last
but
year
my
was a
graham
little
cracker
meltier.
was
Well, maybe yours was. I remember ours was cold. So if your guys' was melty, something wasn't like it obviously wasn't consistent, you
Yeah.
know. But I understand why you didn't like it because a s'more has a very particular taste and
I
everything.
wanted that graham cracker. If that had that graham cracker crunch, I probably wouldn't be as bitchy about it.
So I don't like the graham cracker crunch because it gets so messy so quick. And to me personally, the soft graham cracker works really well with this because I don't feel like I'm going to make a
I'm
mess.
not gonna mess everywhere.
And
It's
it just-
like a little cheesecake crust.
It tastes delicious. It tasted like a really good s'mores inspired dessert. Not a
S'mores
s'more.
inspired.
Yes.
We'll say it that way. Now that I think about it, all the food that we got there, I don't think I was really impressed with any of the food I got.
I love the corn.
Oh wait, yeah, that street corn was fire.
We went to, what was it called? Like Little Cochinas or something like that.
Cocina.
Oh, sorry. Little Cocina.
White people, dude.
We went to right by Monstros. There's a
Someone
restaurant.
Hispanic's gonna hear that. And they're
I'm
gonna
so sorry.
Bust up laughing.
We went to the restaurant right next to Monstros, and Sarah and I got burrito. You say
Tacos.
it. Say it.
Birria tacos.
Birria.
Yeah, we got those, and we got the street corn in a
We
cup.
did.
And that street corn was so good.
Yeah, it was everything you wanted it to be, bro.
Yeah.
Limey, spicy.
If it was up to me, like if knowing what I know now, I would just get a bowl of that and eat that for dinner. But the tacos were good. It's just the meat was good. The taco shell itself was very stale. But I mean, the girl that worked there, what was her name? Her name was Kimberly. There was an employee that worked there. Her name was Kimberly. She was the sweetest cast member I've ever met, and she definitely deserves to be higher up in the food chain. The amount of professionalism that she showed us was phenomenal.
You
And
guys, she's a girl's girl.
yeah, absolutely. Matt,
Loved her.
you got the Fallout foods, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So, in the time it took them, because all right, backstory: the Cocina had the Little Cocina, whatever it was called. Everything on that fucking menu was covered in cilantro.
He said-
Anybody that knows,
It came
me,
on the side.
Yeah.
I am one of those few thousand, 1 in 2,000 people, whatever it is.
Matt loves it.
I fucking hate it. You need to take that back right now. You can walk home.
By the way, we're having a flood right now, so
If you make me walk home, you'll regret it
I know.
with the cilantro.
I thought you were telling you were
but
gonna kill him.
Anyways, I can't eat cilantro. It tastes like soap to me.
He hates it.
And I didn't want to be rude in particular because I know if I ended up getting cilantro on my food from that place, it would have ruined my night, and I would have been a real.
Matt would have been a diva
I would have
about
been a
it.
bitch.
Matt's just a picky.
No lie, I would have been a straight up bitch.
Matt's just a picky bitch.
Matt is just
So-
a diva, dude. If you don't.
So
know.
I deviated, and I was like, I'm gonna try to find something else. I found the Fallout Cafe that had all the Fallout food, and I was like, you know what? I want to try the lizard tail because it was like this corn dog that was like wrapped in cheese and cornflakes and breading and all that. It looked cool, and I was like, you know what? I'll try that.
It looked raunchy, man.
Iguana
It
on a
was-
stick.
It was good though.
I'm sure it was good.
And then I also got the deviled eggs, which freaked Tara out.
Okay,
Tara
I
was
have to
tripped
take a
out.
minute. I saw that they were advertising deviled eggs, and to me, it's like, I love deviled eggs. I would love to try those. So Matt came back with them, and Sarah held one, and she goes, "It's so crazy that they actually feel like deviled eggs." And I put mine down. I'm like, "Why would it feel like deviled eggs? What do you mean? I don't understand. Like, these are deviled eggs." And they explained to me it was some kind of weird dessert,
Panna
cotta, which I have no idea what that means.
Pineapple
And
filling.
yeah, and there was something else. I don't like pineapple. And I'm so glad that you said something, because had I taken a bite of that expecting a deviled egg, I would have been pissed.
She would have been tripped out.
It's just like when you think deviled egg and you bite into pineapple.
You're like, ew.
Yeah. So I just want to point out that they were very convincing.
Actually,
They
that
were-
wasn't bad though.
They looked great. Visually, they looked great, and they tasted great. That was probably
They
my
were good.
favorite item were those deviled eggs. The
didn't mind
lizard
those. Those
tail
were
was
good.
good too. Don't get me wrong, it was good.
That little lemonade you got was fire though.
Oh, the Rad-X. Oh yeah, I forgot about that thing. I had the bag.
It like a spicy lemonade.
I
So
didn't-
in
I didn't
like
like
a
that
blood
one.
bag, like they do for the video games, they had a Radaway bag. I always say Rad-X, but that's a drug. I think that's a drug in the game. Radaway is like it's always served in like a blood bag, and
It's
it's
tight.
whatchamacallit, it was like this lemonade that was lemonade with pineapple and chipotle, I think, or something like that.
It was
And
good.
It was pretty good. It was pretty tasty. My only complaint was at the very end, it got really spicy out of nowhere, and I'm just like, I need some fucking water. Other than that, it was good.
I got a drink from the snake. I got a drink from the Slash Bar.
Yeah, that
It was
okay.
the snake pit.
the
And don't
Slash-
waste your freaking money. 'Cause there's no alcohol in
It
it.
was all sugar. It looked like
The
It was
slash
really
bar was
sweet.
cool. It was fun.
It was tight.
It
It looked like
actually-
a little merch booth.
Yep.
It's tight. Sick with it.
But yeah, so Sarah's drink.
Mhm.
Yeah, you pay for the giant gummy snake. Let's say that.
Which was delicious, but you're not going to finish it all. And I just tasted Diet Coke, so Coke Zero. That's it.
Is there anything you guys wish we could have tried? Matt mentioned he wanted to try the macaroni and brisket.
Yeah, I wanted to try the macaroni and brisket.
I wanted to try that mac and cheese cone.
Yeah, that would look good. I was definitely down to try that giant hot dog.
Yeah,
The only
that giant
thing-
hot dog looks dope.
The only thing I wanted to get, but the line was too long and it was moving too slowly, was that Art. I wanted to try those Art the Clown sunglass cookies.
Oh, me
Mhm.
too.
I wanted to try those, and I was gonna try to surprise y'all, and you guys were like, "Come back!" And I was like, "Okay, good. This line's not moving anymore."
Oh,
I wanted to get the donut too, and I didn't, just for the
I forgot
box.
about the donut.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. There was so much sugar that night that I don't know how we could have tried all of those. I only had a couple of bites of everything and I was done.
Yeah, so we had a lot of sugar.
I
Yeah.
tore up everything.
I know when we had the cupcake and then the s'more, and then you came back with that sugary lemonade thing and those deviled eggs. I was like, Jesus, Matt, I
Just
don't know
like,
how
I
you can
can't.
do this.
I just powered through it,
That's definitely the night to power through it.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
But
especially because I was driving us home, so I needed that sugar rush.
He needs it.
so I guess with that, do you guys have any suggestions on what you would like to see next year for Halloween Horror Nights?
Let's see a return of Art's fucking with people. That would be great.
Yeah.
I would love the
Or an
original
Art the Clown show in the
Waterworld?
yeah. I
Or the
think
theater.
either
right?
one would be
Either
good.
or.
Yeah.
Let's see something Japanese themed.
Mm-hmm.
I
Like you were
agree.
saying earlier. I
Mm-hmm.
would love to see a Japanese thing. Maybe because actually, really quickly, we have a new Silent Hill game coming out, and it's solely in Japan, not just the town Silent Hill.
Oh, that's tight.
That would be cool.
And
That
it
is
looks-
tight.
I'll send you guys the trailer later,
hmm
but that game looks genuinely freaky. I'm like, I could see them making a maze out of that.
I think that would be a solid maze idea because Silent Hill just has an
Yes.
overall creepy aesthetic. So I
Mhm.
can see
You
something
know
like that.
it.
Especially like over where the Scarecrow maze Scarecrow maze was. I could see something Silent Hill over in that whole area.
It'd be
Just
very
like a
foggy.
fog-filled
That's
room.
what
Yeah.
I was thinking. Very foggy.
Ooh.
Even in that scare zone, if it could just be foggy everywhere, it'd be so scary.
I really want to see a black phone maze.
Oh my god! I can't
Oh
believe
yeah,
they
especially
haven't
with
done that.
two.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought for sure they were going to have one this year. It
Let's
just
hope they will.
it feels like it'd be such a solid idea, and you can even incorporate the room itself. You can incorporate. I mean, I have no idea what they're going to do for the new one, but it seems like a lot of snowy concepts and
I like that.
the really strange visuals that the girl has in her dreams. I think you could make cool rooms out of that. I don't know. Black phone is such a really unique idea, and
I
The
just feel like
aesthetic
I
of it.
want a soundstage thing. You know how like they had the soundstage back in the day,
Oh yeah.
like of a horror movie, just like little like, oh, this is what we do, and this is how we
They
make
make
this
the black
noise.
guys
Yeah.
This is how
sound
we,
or something.
you know what I mean? Because that would also be a cool thing to do.
I agree with you on that one. I absolutely think that they should do something like that,
Um,
or a
I-
museum.
Yes, I love museums.
I would love one more, just because the second movie's coming out. I would like to see a Return of Five Nights at Freddy's and see if they can incorporate the second movie into it. Because the second movie looks like it's gonna be scary as hell.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's gonna be a good
Let's
one.
hope.
I'm going to go into it without watching any trailers because I don't want to have anything ruined. But one last question. What kind of scare zones do you guys want to see next year? Because I was very, I wasn't even interested in the scare zones this year.
No, we didn't even really like walk around and like
Mm-mm.
We're always going through that one after Monstros.
Yeah, you have to.
on the way out we got caught up in one, but I was so tired at that point. I was like, I don't give a shit about
Yeah.
any scare actors.
Honestly, just keep doing it. Like we don't hate the scare zones. Just keep doing it, and like that mini scare zone that got the crap out of you.
That was fun. I think if they threw more
was a good
mini
little
ones that you're not
surprise.
expecting, that
All
would be
those
cool.
Bagmen jumping out at you.
I'm just over clowns. I like chainsaws. I think that they just need to be done differently.
You know what would be great is if they actually do a Universal
I would love that.
Yes.
I would
Where you just see,
absolutely
like, the
love that.
bride, You see Frank running around. Obviously, it might not be that scary, but
Mhm.
They used to have that one house that was like
Right.
Universal Monsters, and they took it away, and that's dumb because that house was sick.
That was my first ever scare attraction going through that, and it was terrifying.
Was it the Mummy first, or was it the monster thing, and then it became the Mummy?
I don't know. I think the Mummy was first.
Okay, I think the Mummy was first too.
But this one was called Universal House of Horrors or Chamber of Horrors, something like that.
That'd be tight.
And I want to say I was like 9 or 10. So what was that?
Same.
2002 time. We've talked about this before many times. I think the Mummy was before that, and then it turned into that, and then it turned into The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
But that was such a solid scare attraction.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Universal Monsters, even though like they're old fashioned, it's not gory or anything like that, but I think it really does work for scares.
Yeah.
Especially modern day concepts.
especially it would be great promotional material for Universal Monsters Unleashed and in Vegas.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about Vegas. We have to go there too. We're going to be going to Epic Universe at the end of the year, and they
Oh,
have a
hell
whole
yeah.
Universal Monsters land.
Terra, hell yeah.
Have you seen the windmill?
It catches fire.
That's tight.
The
And
windmill
That's
stands
tight.
on fire.
they have a restaurant called Das Steakhouse. And they have a ride that is, I have a friend that went there when it first opened, and he said it's one of the greatest dark rides he's
Yeah.
ever experienced. I haven't watched any videos on it.
I haven't watched a video on it, but I've been hearing the same thing. That's like the goat of rides. That and
Yeah.
Stardust.
I hope you have
And then
fun,
the
dude.
other land that has wherever it is that has Stardust Racers is one of the best. Like
That's the same park.
yeah, it's the
Oh,
same
yeah.
park. I'm just saying like that and like
That's
I'm,
Celestial Park when you walk in. Like
Yeah.
the kind of, someone just died on that last night.
Really?
Yeah, on Stardust
Holy
Racers.
shit.
Yeah, it was a 32-year-old man. It's really
Also, 2 nights after we went to Halloween Horror Nights, I saw somebody had a heart attack in Terrifier, and they kicked everyone out of the house.
I
And
didn't
everybody
catch
in
that at all.
line.
Well, there was an ambulance when we were there that night
Yes.
in front of Terrifier.
There's been more than one heart attack.
Really?
Like, not in like Terrifier, but in the park.
Well, this one was the ambulance we saw was by Terrifier.
Yeah,
See,
it was
prob-
outside of Terrifier.
See?
Yeah.
Cool, because we know that freaking
Poltergeist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody got a heart attack in there.
All right, guys. Well, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. Throw some ideas out for future episodes. We're also going to try and get into the spooky season a little bit more, and we're going to see other events we can attend, hopefully. If not, we are going to review movies. We're going to talk about scary concepts, scary ideas, and overall just anything fun in the horror genre.
And with that saying said, thank you very much for listening. Have a wonderful night.
We'll catch you guys next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.